My name is Justin Boone, the lead fantasy analyst at The Score, and it is fantasy playoff time. It is the best part of the fantasy calendar. So let's get right into it with my key starts for week 15, beginning with Tua Tagovailoa at the Texans. He's been a top 10 fantasy quarterback in 4 straight weeks, and the Dolphins have won 4 of their last 5. And things are looking pretty good for him this week too against the Houston defense. They're not bad, but they have let some weak quarterbacks post pretty solid games against them before the bye, like Will Levis and Mac Jones the past 2 outings. So just imagine what Tua and company can do in this one. At running back, Rico Dowdle, he gets the perfect matchup going against the Panthers. Carolina, they've allowed the most fantasy points to running backs on the season, including 9 different guys going for over 100 scrimmage yards against them. And it's not just a matchup because Dowdle, he's been playing pretty well lately. He's gone over 120 scrimmage yards in back-to-back games. Been a top 15 fantasy quarterback in 3 of his past 5 appearances, at least 19 touches in the last 3 weeks, and he's shown he can take advantage of really good matchups. At receiver, Terry McLaurin, he should be nice and rested coming off his bye. This isn't the same New Orleans defense that we were used to in the past. They don't have Marshawn Lattimore covering number 1 wideouts anymore, and New Orleans, they're the 9th softest opponent for fantasy receivers, and I don't know if people realize just how good McLaurin has been this year. He's the wide receiver 10 in fantasy points per game. He's got double-digit points in 10 of his last 11 games. And then rounding out the starts, how about TJ Hawkinson versus the Bears? And normally you would say, hey, the Bears defense, it's kind of a tough spot, but it really hasn't been for tight ends this year. And Hawkinson knows that well because he had his best game of the season against them. He had 7 catches for 114 yards back in week 12. And if you want more start, sit, stashes, and quits, head over to the No Timeouts YouTube page.